So part two of the discussion will be focusing on how is this course different from an MBA course. So how is CFA different from MBA? I'll explain. As at this point of time, you might be aware, you might have got from the part one, you might have got a concept that CFA is exclusively about finance. All right. When you enroll for an MBA college, in India, there's a concept of like specialization. Outside India, there is no concept of specialization. MBA means general MBA. By the way, in the IIMs also, there is no specialization. So you can go to IIM and say, I want to do MBA marketing. So basically, the MBA in specialization is not so common concept worldwide, but yeah, in most of the colleges, there is a concept of MBA with a specialization. So over here, we are comparing CFA with MBA Finance. Although I have personally done MBA Finance from KJ Somaya College, so I will be probably in a better position to compare CFA with MBA Finance. MBA Finance is finance in the second year. I hope everyone knows MBA is a 2 years course. So MBA Finance is a finance only in the second year. In the first year, it's general management. In the first year, you'll study about marketing, you'll study about HR, you'll be studying about operations, you'll be studying about finance also, but very less. And the second year, you'll be studying finance, but that will not be a valuation. That will not be investments. You'll be studying finance in general. The depth of the knowledge about the finance that you get in the CFA course is much more as compared to what you get in the MBA finance course. I repeat, the depth of the finance knowledge that you get in the CFA course is much more as compared to the depth of knowledge that you get in the MBA finance course. And you can trust me for it because I personally have done the MBA finance course from KJ Somaya. So is the MBA finance course useless? No. CFA does not have something which MBA finance course has. And that is MBA finance course develops your personality. MBA finance course will give you a soft skills, which are valued for certain jobs, which will cover later on in which field CFA will help you to get a job. MBA finance gives you soft skills. MBA finance makes you extrovert, that is outspoken. In MBA, there are certain assignments which are not certain. There are many assignments which are not given to you individually. In your graduation, you could be given individual assignments, but in the MBA, you will not be given individual assignment, you will be given group assignments where you have to interact with the group. So you do this part, I will do this part, and your part might be dependent on his part. So you'll have to interact with others. So automatically that I'm shy, I can't interact with others, I can't gel up with others. That kind of nature automatically becomes extrovert. You become outspoken. Secondly, some of you might have stage fears. How many of you? Just raise hand. How many of you have stage fear? Quite a few of you has that concept of stage fear. That stage fear, I also had it before my MBA. I also had it, but in MBA, automatically the stage fear goes away. What's the magic? There's no magic. Understand, if you keep on doing a certain thing repeatedly, the fun of that as well as the fear of that goes away. Like remember your first time when you sit in a flight, and remember, then you keep on sitting in the flight, then 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, that fun is gone. Similarly, remember the first time you do some adventure sports. At that time, there is a fear. Let's say you do a skydiving. First time, there's a fear. Second time, the fear would be a little lesser. Third time, fear would be even lesser. 10 times, the fear will not be there. That's the exact thing with the MBA Finance. The stage fear will go away automatically because you will approximately come not every day, but at least every third day, you'll be coming on the stage and taking some presentation. So you will be given some presentation which you'll have to take. Content of the presentation may not be like a awesome thing. So it may not be like a eureka wala thing, which will be like class will appreciate, wow, what a content that you have shown. Class may be even sleeping in your presentation. But what happens is, the point over here is that when you keep on giving such presentation, the stage fear automatically goes away. So automatically you become outspoken. All right, the stage fear automatically goes away. So I used to be a very shy guy in my engineering days in the MBA because there was no the presentation. So I never used to come on the stage. In the MBA, automatically that went away because I started coming on the stage forcefully. So automatically, as I said, if you keep on doing certain repeatedly, fun of that as well as fear of that goes away. So, okay, here there was no fun, but fear went away. All right. And this extrovert nature, this outspoken nature might be required in some jobs. It's not like always कि इसको बेचना है तब you need to be extrovert. In finance industry also you need to be extrovert. I'll give you a quick example. Let's say there are two guys. One is an analyst and one is a person who is a financial analyst but at a senior level. So one is a junior financial analyst, one is a senior financial analyst. Junior financial analyst will be someone from a newly graduated guy who has done a CFA level 1 or a level 2, or could be a CA guy, or could be a MBA finance guy who might have just entered into the area into the field of finance, and hence he will have to do research based on the financial reports which are published and available on the NSE BSE. However, as a senior financial analyst, you will have an option to take the interviews of the CEO of the company. You will have an option to go to the company, not right now because of Corona, it's not possible right now, but at least you have an option to take a telephonic interview of the CEO of the company. Now, CEO ke liye you cannot call and say, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Good evening. You have to ask specific questions because time of the CEO is critical. Taking an appointment of CEO would be something which is very, very, very important. I mean, very, very hectic thing. So once you get a 5 minutes of CEO, you have to ask questions jiska you know that these are very important questions from the valuation perspective. So to get to know whether the company is valued or company is useless, you need to get the data. And to get the data, you have just 5 minutes of the CEO. So you need to make sure that CEO speaks, CEO answers. You shouldn't be like a Republic TV ka anchor who is going to ask question to Siddharth Pitani and Siddharth Pitani is going to remain silent, or Riya Chakravarti and Riya Chakravarti is going to remain silent. So you need to have just you will be given just 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes you need to ask appropriate questions whose answer would be absolutely important for your junior analyst to do evaluation. For that, you can't be introvert. You have to be extrovert. For that, the skills that you learn in MBA would be valuable. So, sir, does that mean that if I don't do MBA, I cannot get a senior financial analyst role? Hold on. We'll talk about it. All right. So now let me, no, part 2 is not covered. There's something which is remaining in the part 2. Let me compare the cost of CFA with the cost of MBA. Cost of CFA, we have not yet spoken about the cost of CFA, but the cost of level 1 is around 80,000, cost of level 2 is around 50,000, cost of level 3 is around 50,000, 1.8 lakh, make it 2 lakh. So cost of CFA is approximately 2 lakh, and while doing CFA, you do not have to leave the job and you must not leave the job. I'll talk about that little later on. But while doing a full-time MBA, you will have to leave the job. So whatever salary that you would be earning before doing an MBA, 2 years ka salary, you will have to forgo it. So let's say I am earning 3 lakh rupees per annum, 25,000 per month, 3 lakh rupees per annum. So I have to sacrifice 2 years ka 3 lakh. That means I need to sacrifice 6 lakh rupees. And obviously I need to take admission in the MBA college, which if it is Jamnalal Bajaj, then could be like just 1 lakh. But if it is a private college, then it would be generally around 10 lakh rupees of fees. So 10 lakh plus 6 lakhs, let's make it like approximately 15 lakhs. So 2 lakhs for CFA, 15 lakhs for MBA. MBA is quite costly as compared to CFA. Yes, CFA is costly. I'm not saying CFA is cheaper. 2 lakh is not cheaper. But compared to that, MBA Finance is more costly. So does that mean that I should pursue CFA because MBA Finance is too costly? Not necessarily. When I compare CFA with MBA Finance, I need to ask which MBA Finance are you talking about? You may laugh at me. What is sir saying? Which MBA Finance? There's only one MBA Finance. No, there's a difference. MBA from IIM, ABC and the other old IIMs is different. MBA from the new IIMs, MBA from SPGen, MBA from XLRI, MBA from XIMB is different. MBA from Somaya, Wellinger, SIS is different. And MBA from etc. colleges, jiska naam you may not be knowing right now. And I hope that you may not be landing in that situation where you have to know those names after your CAT gets over. I hope so. But if some of you lands in those, and then you may get to know that there is something called as Alkesh Modi. There is something called as Vidyalankar. MBA college, there's something called as Vivekanand, there's something called as IS. These are all tier 3 colleges. So let me first compare CFA with MBA Finance from tier 1 colleges, which are the old IIMs, which is SPJN, which is XLRI, which is XIMB, which is NMIMS, which is your IIT Bombay, NITI, etc. Alright, there's all a list of tier 1 colleges, but let me say tier 1 MBA with CFA. Tier 1 MBA versus CFA, tier 1 MBA scores quite better as compared to CFA. Why so? Yes, fee is 15 lakh. Yes, fees is higher, but the average package that CFA gives, although I have not yet addressed it, I'm going to address that in a while. The average package which CFA gives after clearing level 3 would be in the range of 6 to 8 lakh rupees. Whereas the average package which MBA Finance gives, the tier 1 MBA Finance I'm talking about, would be in the range of approximately minimum 15 lakh rupees. Average would be minimum 15 lakh rupees. Where is 15 lakh rupees? Where is 6 to 8 lakh rupees? Huge difference. So yes, there is a higher fees for MBA Finance from tier 1, but the fruits of that are quite high. So if you believe that you have it in you, that X factor because of which you can crack into a tier 1 MBA college, focus on that. There is an exam of CAT happening in the next month, focus on that. There is an exam of XAT, SNAP, NMAT happening in the month of December. There is an exam of CET happening in March, which can get into JBIMS, focus on that. If you believe you have it in you, 99% and above, you can get a call, focus on conversion that call, go into tier 1. Yes, if you don't have 15 lakh rupees, take an education loan. So does that mean that if I am having an X factor, then I should go into I should focus on getting into tier 1 MBA college? Does that mean I should not do CFA? No, you can think about doing CFA, but after securing a seat in a proper good tier 1 MBA college. Why so? 15 लाख तो ऐसे ही मिलने वाला है, तो CFA क्यों करें? Understand, if you are sitting in IIM Ahmedabad, you are one amongst the 60. There are 59 competitors to you who have also cracked the CAT, who are also of your capabilities, who will be competing with you. But competing for what? When you will be graduating out of your IIM Ahmedabad, so there will be a lot of companies which will be coming to hire you. And in that lot, there will be two difference. One would be the TCS, Infosys, Accenture kind of companies, and one would be Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, it's Citibank kind of companies. TCS, Infosys will offer pseudo or fake finance rules. The Citibank, the Bank of America, the Deutsche Bank, the Goldman Sachs would be offering the core finance role, as well as they will offer a salary which will be in the range of 25-30 lakh. You would not want 15 lakh coming from TCS. You would want obviously 25-30 lakh coming from the Goldman Sachs. So if you want to get into that, you need to have some differentiator on your resume. CFA could be that differentiator. So if you believe that you have it in you, the X factor to get into the tier 1 IIMs, go for that. Get your seat admitted. And after that, you can consider doing CFA. When I'll talk about that. There is a CFA happening in the month of May, which is just 1 month before your MBA college starts. So that May wala exam could be a little bit helpful to you guys. I'll talk about that later on. But May exam of the next year could be helpful for you guys. Before starting your MBA college, you can consider doing the level 1 of May exam. Sir, but I don't think so I'll be able to get into IIM Ahmedabad. I have tried a lot, but 99 percentile is something which I don't think so I'll be able to crack. So how much you can crack? 90 to 99? Then in that case, you will end into tier 2 colleges. My college, Somaya, Wellinger, SIES are the colleges which could be the tier 2 colleges where you could land up. So shall I spend 15 lakh rupees for those tier 2 MBA colleges? Answer depends on the package. So the package that is given in the MBA colleges is different as compared to what is there on the brochure. Never go for the packages which are being there on the brochure. See a lot of sites. During it was some site which was MBA Funda, where the alumni of that college used to put actual salary packages. I can tell you the actual salary packages roughly for Somaya right now, which are in the range of 8 to 10 lakh rupees. Average package in the Somaya college is around 8 to 10 lakh rupees. Wellinkar could be around 7 to 9. SIS could be around 6 to 8. So if you look at these packages are similar to what level 3 guy will get, 6 to 8 lakhs. So 6 to 8 lakhs in CFA for a fees of 2 lakhs and 8 to 10 lakh in MBA Finance from tier 2 colleges for a fees of 15 lakh. If I do value versus cost, then yes, CFA does little better, 6 to 8 lakh for a cost of 2 lakh, vis-a-vis 8 to 10 lakh packages for fees of 15 lakh. But as I said, you will be getting that extra thing, which is called as soft skills. You will be able to come over your stage fear. So that is the extra thing that you will get in the MBA Finance. And obviously you'll be getting the knowledge of HR, operations, marketing, which may not be useless knowledge. It could be useful at some go. Somewhere in your career, it could be useful. Apart from that, you can also do MBA Finance and CFA, both things. But why? What's the point? Point is the same point which I said. So I will talk specifically in my case. In the MBA Finance from a tier 2 colleges, there would be 100% placement. Yes, you will not be unplaced, you will get placement, but the placement would get you, the salary that will be getting would be something like 8 to 10 lakh on an average. There would be TCS, there would be Infosys, there would be Accenture, there would be ICICI Bank, there would be State Bank of India, and there would be others, and there would be one Bank of America coming. There will not be Bank of America, there will not be Deutsche Bank, Citi Bank, etc., etc., etc. There will be one good company that would be coming. Only one opportunity to get that 15 to 20 lakh and a good profile. And if you want that one opportunity to get count, you need to have an awesome resume, awesome biodata, awesome profile. CFA could be the differentiating factor, and practically CFA has been a differentiating factor on my resume to differentiate myself from the rest of the batch. Rest of the batch also got placement. I also got a placement, but because of the CFA which I was doing in parallel with my MBA, I didn't do it before my MBA. I did it in parallel with my CFA. I'll talk about myself a little later. But because of that, I was able to get a better package as compared to the other batchmates. During my times, the packages, the other guys got a packages somewhere in the range of 5 to 7. I got a package of around 8.5 and a finance profile, which others didn't get it, thanks to CFA. So basically CFA could be the differentiating factor to differentiate yourself from the rest of the batch if you are from a tier 2 college. Tier 3 college. Tier 3 colleges, as I said earlier, will be the colleges that you may get if you get something like 80-85 percentile. And these are the colleges जिसके names you will not have been heard about when you're preparing for CAT. So when you're preparing for CAT, obviously you will not be hearing the names of IIT, MES, Chetna. The other colleges you wouldn't target. I am preparing hard because my parents' dream is to get myself enrolled in Chetna College. Obviously, no one would dream about it. Obviously, your dream would be get into IIM Ahmedabad. You wouldn't dream about getting into IES college. So it would be a forced admission if you get a lesser percentile. Fees, same, 15 lakh. Placement, 100% on the brochure. In reality, 50 to 60%. 100% placement is there in the MBA tier 3 colleges, but only on the brochure. In the reality, it's just 50 to 60%. You go to any tier 3 MBA colleges in the month of March, you will find students cribbing about, I have not got a placement. After spending 15 lakh, after leaving job and after spending 2 years, you will be finding it difficult to get a placement from the college. Hard realities of the tier 3 colleges. Those who get placement, they will not get a placement of 10 lakh, 12 lakh or 8 to 10 lakh. Average package in reality of a tier 3 MBA colleges is in the range of 3 to 6 lakh, which is quite lesser as compared to 6 to 8 lakh rupees, which is there in CFA course. So CFA course cost 2 lakh, value 6 to 8 lakhs. MBA from tier 3 colleges cost 15 lakhs, value 3 to 6 lakh. Absolute winner over here is CFA course. So what makes people go for MBA Finance from tier 3 colleges? Some people have the ambitions to do MBA at any cost. So they want to do MBA at any cost. Maybe it could be a matrimonial reason. It could be a family pressure that they were trying for the IIM Ahmedabad or Somaya since lot of time, and now the parents have given up. Says like, if you want to do MBA, this is the last year. So whatever college, they take it. All right, and forceful admission. So that is what the students and sometimes the students get fooled because of the marketing brochure, which quotes the salary packages of way higher. They don't do a research and find out that actual packages which are there in the tier 3 MBA colleges are much lesser, and the students do not get a full placement in the tier 3 MBA colleges. Ask someone in, let's say, college like Kohinoor. So Kohinoor College of MBA in Kurla or Alkesh Modi. Ask someone from those colleges that do your college genuinely have 100% placement? Answer would be 100% no. The placement would be around 50 to 60%. Packages would be around 3 to 6 lakhs. All right. So I wouldn't think that you should pursue MBA Finance from tier 3 institute unless there is a family pressure, etc. Taking education loan, etc. for MBA Finance from tier 3 college, absolutely not advisable. So I hope you got a clear picture between the CFA and the MBA Finance about the fees also, about the value also, about the content also. All right. So this was a part 2 of the lecture.